Hello viewers, welcome to this video lecture series on Computer Networks Lab. Today's topic of discussion is on access point. So we call it as a wireless access point. So what is wireless access point? It is a physical device that is used to establish a connection between the wired and the wireless networks. It operates in the data link layer and it works using the MAC addresses. To better understand this particular definition, you can just have a look at this diagram. Here you have a LAN. So it is getting connected via the router, fine, and this router is in turn, the Ethernet port of the router is connected with the Ethernet port of the access point. So access point is what? It is a physical device. The access point is broadcasting the Wi-Fi signals, and the devices that are connected within this range of the access point will be able to get internet access. How? Because this access point is in turn connected to the router. So basically what I wanted to tell you is, here is your wired part and this is your wireless. Okay, you have a wired network this side and you have a wireless network this side. So whenever we say that we are having a wireless connection, without wired connection it is not possible for us to get the wireless connection. The reason is this wireless connection from where we get is the wireless access point, and this access point in turn is connected to the interface of the router. In order to make the devices that are getting the wireless connection, the settings for these wireless networks are made in the access point, and all the devices that fall within the range of the access point can access the internet. And also these devices which falls within the range of the access point, they will be assigned with the login and password to access the wireless connection. Some points regarding the Wi-Fi router and the wireless access point. Wi-Fi router is used basically in a small organization or at home. Suppose if you have this Wi-Fi router, this Wi-Fi router is connected to the router. The other interface of this router goes towards the internet, whereas the one interface from this router is connected to Wi-Fi router. The different devices, okay, which want to get a wireless connection, whether it is PC or laptop or mobile phone, okay, all these devices can have the wireless connection. Let's assume this is the organization router. Then a router can be inbuilt into the modem also, or a modem can be separately placed here. So the router is getting connected to the Wi-Fi router, and all these devices which we say it is like a LAN or a local area network can have the wireless connection and can start accessing the internet. This will happen in a small organization or home. So that way we can use the Wi-Fi router. But when it comes to the wireless access point, it is used in bigger organizations. And wireless access point, suppose you have a very big organization and you want to place the wireless access points at different positions. So let us take that the organization has decided to place, because it is having a very huge area. So all the devices that falls within this particular range of the wireless access point can access the internet. These access points which are placed in the organization are connected to the different Ethernet ports of the router, and the router in turn is what it is having access to. The router is connected to the internet. But all these devices that falls within the range of the access point 1, 2, 3 can have the wireless connection. See, basically what there are desktops that are there in the organization that can be connected in a wired manner. But apart from that, some devices like laptops or mobile phones, if at all we want to have access, we want to have internet connection, we can make use of the wireless connection using the access point. So this is where the access points can be used in the wireless access points can be used in the organization. But here, suppose if we try to use routers in place of access point, if we try to use router, the problem here is in a bigger organization, the router, anytime when any type of settings has to be done by the system administrator. In case of Wi-Fi router, the system administrator has to log in separately to each Wi-Fi router and carry out the settings. Whereas if it places the access points, it can log into the router and try to carry out all these settings here, which will in turn get applicable to all the wireless access points that are placed in the organization. So this is the main difference between the Wi-Fi router and the wireless access point. Second difference between the wireless access point and the Wi-Fi router is, this Wi-Fi router has got the inbuilt DHCP service. So all the devices that are connected here to this Wi-Fi router will be automatically assigned with IP addresses. Wireless access points which are placed here, they do not have the DHCP service. The third main important difference between the Wi-Fi router and the wireless access point is there is a possibility for all the devices getting connected through wired medium or wireless medium. So both these possibilities are there in case of Wi-Fi router. In case of wireless access point, only wireless connection is permissible from these devices. So I have just tried here giving a brief explanation or the differences between the Wi-Fi router and the wireless access point. Hope the explanation is clear to you all. If you find this session useful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye and take care.